Hey guys, what's up? It's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. Today I got a story time for you guys. I got a story time. I'm out here in the woods. It's nice. It's beautiful. I'm in the shade, so it's not that bad. Onyx, Paco! Hold on. Come! Paco, come! So I got a story time for you guys. It's called the Memorial Day Mishap. So, they're over here, I'm getting them. This happened when I was about 16 years old. I had this friend named Philip. Later on you're gonna realize why I called him a nickname. Paco, come on. Onyx, come on. So me and Philip and his friend Justin rented a houseboat for Memorial Day weekend. And this, like I said, when I was 16, back in like 2000 or 1998. Come on, Paco. So we rented a houseboat for Memorial Day, and y'all, he took me and bought me a new bikini, and of course he stole a credit card. So he bought me a bikini, my girl Ashley a bikini, and we were just kicking it. We was turning up. It was the weekend, holiday weekend. We were gonna get drunk, we were gonna ride in the houseboat, we were gonna have fun. So he went and he bought me and Ashley a new bikini. We went and picked up Justin. So it was me, Justin, Flip, and Ashley. And we got on this houseboat and we took off on Lake Hamilton. Beautiful, beautiful lake, but dirty as all get out. Nasty. Anytime I would swim in Lake Hamilton, I get an ear infection or a damn yeast infection. Like, it's just bad. So I don't go in that lake anymore. But back in the day, we swam in it all the time. So we get on this houseboat, you guys, and we're going. We're drinking, we're partying, we're having a good time. We're getting fucked up. We're drinking a lot. And we're going on a good steady pace. Well, Philip decides he's going to show off, so he gets at the head of the boat. And at the head of the boat, there was two ropes, one right here and one right here, and they were coming up off the ground. So he grabs this rope, wraps it around his hand, grabs this rope, wraps it around his hand, and he starts leaning forward like this and pulling himself back up. Then he leans forward again and pulls himself back up. He was acting like he was on Titanic, and he was, you know, when Rose was having Jack hold her. And so he did it again. He rose down and he pulled himself back up. Well, Philip was a big boy, big old boy, big pot belly, beer belly. About 6'1", about 250, 300 pounds, big boy, big boy. On that third time he leaned down, tried to pull himself back up, he fell. He fell overboard. And we were all like, cut off the propeller, cut off the propeller, cut off the engine, right? Because he went overboard right in front of the boat. We were going over him. I kid you not, all of a sudden we hear boom. You guys, I jumped in the water. I had on the most beautiful, like indigo purple bikini. I looked so good. I jumped in the water and I went out there and I swam to go get him, and he leaned back and I was holding him like this, big dude, like we're floating on our backs. We ran him over with the propeller of the boat, and it took a big ass chunk out of his ass cheek. There was blood everywhere, you guys. And I remember thinking, are you, like, I was just like, oh my God, he's gonna die, you know, like we just hit him and the propeller of the boat cut his ass cheek open. We pulled him up on, of course I didn't pull him up, they pulled him up onto the boat because he's a big guy. And he laid down, and we looked at his pants, and his pants were ripped all the way down, like his swimming trunks were ripped all the way down the back, and there was blood everywhere. So long story short, we had to get up off the boat and go and drive into town because we thought he needed stitches. Luckily, he didn't have, it wasn't that deep. I don't think he had to get stitches, but he had to get that glue stuff where they glue the cut back together so the skin will go together. Beer, alcohol in the boats, you got to be so careful because mistakes can be made. And we were playing around, we were being careless, and he was showing out and he fell over. So from that day forward, you guys, we called him Flip. We never called him Philip, we called him Flip from that day forward. And he never lived it down. I mean, I still know it. We're still friends to this day. He actually lives in Hot Springs where I grew up. But I just remember, and you guys gotta understand too, like we were all really drunk, so it was like really just so dramatic. But I've never hit anybody in a boat before until that night. So anyway, I just thought I'd tell you guys that story because it was really funny. And me and Nate decided to come out to another playground and get some fresh air and walk around. Onyx! And hang out. So we're just out here. There's Onyx and Paco. Come here, Onyx. Come here, Bubba's. Good boy. Those are my boys. Onyx he went to the lake somewhere. He went to a pond. There's like some running water over here somewhere, and he went and got wet. He always does get in the water wherever we go. I'll show you guys. This is a little playground, and then we got Nate. Nate, where you at? He's over here hiding out. Oh, there he is. He's being good now because we got out and he's getting his energy out. It's like I can't get the energy out of Nathaniel. I work so hard to give him a lot of activities. We go out, we go to the park, we walk around, we go doing all this stuff, and I think, okay, he's going to be good. We're going to go home. We can relax. Oh, no, sir. We went back home for an hour, relaxed there, and then we back out again because we got to get that energy out. So I think it makes him feel better when he can come out and I can get him good and tired, you know, because he really has a lot of energy. I guess that's normal though, you know, kids are kids. But so that's the Memorial Day mishap that happened back when I was 16 years old, you guys. And like I said, it was really scary because when we hit him and you heard that thud, I thought, oh no. He could have broke his neck. Anything could have happened. So I was grateful that he was okay, but we hit him that was so crazy. Oh gosh. And he kept on like I knew it was going to happen. I was just waiting for him to fall forward, you know. And it was just so funny. Anyway, so that's kind of stuff I used to do when I was younger. I used to party and just like not think before I did stuff and just drink and drive and drink and boat and drink and everything. Now that I'm sober, you guys, I look back on that time and I'm grateful that I'm alive. And I know that, you know, I can't fuck around with alcohol because if I do, I'm going to get drunk. And if I get drunk, I'm going to lose everything. So I don't want to lose everything I've worked so hard for in my recovery today, you know. Grateful to be sober today. I'm grateful to have you guys. I'm grateful to have my support system, you know, but I do, you know, this was my life. This is the life that I led for a long time. So I like being able to come on here and tell you guys stories and us laugh about it because it's the past, right? I've overcame that, you know, and I don't want to go back to it ever again. So drinking and being on the lake is so dangerous, man. I cannot tell you how many times I've seen people wreck boats on the lake, like where we were on the lake. Because like I said, I grew up in a town where it was a lake town. Like everybody, you guys, everything we did was either at the sandbar or out, you know, or on a boat. Like we would there was this big old thing of sand that stuck up out of the water in the middle of the lake, and we would go out there to the sandbar and we would hang out and we would get drunker than Cooter Brown out there, drunker than a skunk. And damn, I could put back some liquor in those days too. I could just toss it back like it was nothing. Nowadays, if I drank today, shoot, I would be so messed up because I haven't drank in so long. Years. It's been years. I would be so fucked up. But today I've got responsibilities, and I got that little man over there who's depending on me for his life. So that won't happen. You know, I'm not going to do that today. But I hope you guys have a good Memorial Day weekend, and I love you guys, and I'm so proud of you guys. If you're staying sober, give yourself a pat on the back. It's tough during the holidays, you guys. And I'm going to go live tomorrow morning at 10:30, and we're going to talk about sobriety, staying sober during a holiday. And I think that, you know, if we could sit down and talk about it and kind of like go through, you know, what's tempting and what's triggering and the pros and cons, you know, we can find support and we can find peace and comfort in each other. So I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed that little story time, and I'm going to get off here and watch Nate. Hey, Nikki. Oh, I was just telling a story time from like when I was 16, but it was a Memorial Day. It was a story time about something that happened during Memorial Day. Yeah, my last live was about, I was just venting about trolls trolling me again. Just same ones, no big deal. In fact, I'll text you and tell you about it, okay? I love you.